the more feckless, the more useless, the more absurd the Democratic Party gets, the more people drop away. The more people drop away, the more people drop away. Because I'm not seeing a reaction to this ruling that's overwhelmingly, that's why we need more Democrats. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of people holding up Democratic leaders in their statements and saying, oh, look at what he or she says about it. I'm not really seeing that. I'm not seeing a lot of it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Not the way, if this had happened 4 years ago, it would have been all, what does Hillary say? I'm not seeing that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think more people realize that the Democratic Party is a shell game now than did 4 years ago, and certainly than 8 years ago.
Well, there's very little mention of the fact right now that Joe Biden is president with a Democratic Senate and a Democratic House. I mean, this is why we said as soon as the 2020 primary was over, the country is finished. It's it. Bernie was your last best chance to at least stall this trip to hell that we're on. And I think 2020 was probably too late to reverse it, but you could have at least stalled it. You could have at least bought yourself some time. You have this fucking useless piece of garbage president who comes out today and he says, I wish I had this clip prepped. I'll see if I can find it. He's urging the protesters to be peaceful.
I call on everyone, no matter how deeply they care about this decision, to keep all protests peaceful. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. No intimidation. Violence is never acceptable. Threats and intimidation are not speech. We must stand against violence in any form, regardless of your rationale.
Imagine Donald Trump saying that. If a ruling came down that threatened the conservative base, would Donald Trump say, don't hurt anybody, don't throw a trash can through a store window, everybody behave? No, he would go out there and say what he said on January 6th, which is, you have to be strong. You're never going to take your country back with weakness. You have to be strong. And if some violence did break out and they asked him to condemn it, you know what he would say? He'd say, well, people are very angry. They're very upset. There's a lot of anger out sides. There. That's how you win. That's how you win, you stupid fucking pussy bastards. That's why you lose, and that's why they win, and that's why you're going to continue to eat shit, and you deserve it. Here's a tweet that I thought was fantastic. I retweeted this. This is from Kate Willett. Her Twitter name is Childless Feminist Slut with Cats. but her name is Kate Willett, and I think she's actually...
Is she single?
She's good. Judging by that, I would say probably, yeah.
I'll reach out.
Yeah, reach out. Exactly. Not to be this person, but Bernie would be going scorched fucking earth right now. You wanted moderate? You got it, baby. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Stupid fucking asshole Democrat libtard pussies wanted a moderate, a reasonable, down the middle moderate who could unite the country and not make anybody too angry. You got it. You got it. Something like this happens. This is exactly the response of a moderate Democrat.
No.
What the fuck are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? This is what you knew was going to happen the second he put Amy Pancakes on the court. And you're so proud. Oh, so proud. You see all these memes. Joe Biden just quietly doing his job. No mean tweets, no blaming, no whining, no tantrums. Well, this is what you got. You got a nice, quiet, status quo, machine politics asshole who is not only not willing, he does not want. He is invested in not disrupting the system to the point where anything could actually be done at this point to save reproductive rights in this country, such as a strike, a general strike, a women's strike. These are the kinds of things. You have to disrupt the system at this point. That is completely obvious. He's not even willing to pack the court. He's not even willing to do that, right? And so this is, sorry, I will toss to you, but that tweet said it all. This is what you wanted. This is what the Democratic voters have been trained to want, right? Reasonable, moderate, agreeable politicians who work within the system, and this is what you got.
Yeah, and this is really kind of the catch-22 of the whole thing. The people who can afford to make abortion their number one issue, rather than say unions or minimum wage, people for whom that is the defining issue. This is the petite bourgeois. These are the people who have a little too much to rock the boat and not enough to be thought leaders, right? So these are the last people who are going to go get out into the street. These are the libs who are really the undergirding of the pro-choice movement. They're not going to fuck with shit. They're not going to fuck shit up. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to jeopardize their cushy positions in society by rocking the boat.
Please clap.